everyone. Today I'm going to be chewing gum and telling a story, all for your enjoyment. You may need to turn the volume down, or you may need to turn it up depending on what you like. Now, let's get into the story. It's story time. Chapter 18, Continuation. In the midst of all the changes, Clara realized one thing had been missing from her journey: her ability to fully forgive herself. She had carried the weight of guilt for so long, feeling as though she had failed her family in some way, even though she had given them everything she had. But as she sat with her children one evening, talking about the future, Clara came to a realization. She had done the best she could. She had sacrificed for them, fought for them, and loved them fiercely. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough. She had nothing left to prove to anyone, least of all herself. Clara had been holding on to the idea that her success had to be flawless, that she needed to have all the answers. But the truth was, success wasn't about perfection. It was all about growth, resilience, and the ability to move forward in the face of adversity. She had learned that forgiveness, both of herself and others, was the key to true freedom. Clara felt a sense of peace she hadn't experienced in years, knowing that she couldn't let go of the past and embrace the future with arms open. With her own life slowly coming together, Clara turned her attention back to the family business. The diner was thriving, but the expansion plan was still on her mind. She spoke to her children about the possibility of opening new locations and involving them in the decision-making process. This time, she didn't want to do it alone. She wanted them to be a part of it, to take ownership of the business in ways that felt meaningful to them. Clara wasn't sure what the future held, but she knew one thing. She didn't want to build an empire without her children by her side. It was a bold vision, one that would require hard work, collaboration, and a renewed sense of unity. But Clara was willing to take the leap. As she discussed the plans with her children, she saw the spark of excitement in their eyes. They were ready, not just to support her, but to create something together. Clara knew that this was the next step in their journey, and she couldn't wait to see where it would lead. In the next months that followed, Clara's life continued to evolve. She watched her children find success in their respective fields, and her business grew stronger with each passing day. Clara herself, though often exhausted, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had gone through so much: the pain of loss, the joy of reunion, and the struggles of entrepreneurship. But she had come out the other side stronger. The family she had fought so hard to keep together was now flourishing in ways she hadn't imagined. Clara had learned to embrace change, to welcome the unknown, and to trust in her abilities to navigate whatever came next. She knew the road ahead wouldn't always be smooth, but she was ready for it. Whatever the future held, Clara was prepared to face it with courage, love, and unshakable belief in herself. With her family business back on track, Clara turned her attention to the next chapter of her life. She had achieved so much, but there was still much more she wanted to do. She dreamed of opening more locations for the diner, but she also dreamed of giving back to the community that had supported her. Clara began planning new initiatives that would not only grow her business, but also provide opportunities for others. Whether it was through mentoring, offering scholarships, or partnering with local organizations, Clara wanted to make a difference. She knew that success wasn't just about financial gain, it was about leaving a lasting impression. Clara's journey had taught her that the true measure of success was the lives she touched and the legacy she created, and she was just getting started. As Clara sat on the porch of her new home, watching the sunset on another day, she reflected on the journey that had brought her here. She had faced incredible challenges, but she had never given up. Through it all, her love for her children and her desire to create something meaningful had driven her forward. Clara knew there would always be more obstacles to overcome, but for the first time in a long time, she felt at peace. The storm had passed, and a new day had begun. Whatever came next, she was ready to face it with the strength and the courage that had gotten her this far. Clara had built something beautiful, something that would last for generations to come, and she was just beginning to understand the power of her own story. Click the next video to continue following Clara's journey as she tackles new challenges and builds a future she could have only dreamed of. The video is not over. Please enjoy the sounds of chewing gum. If you like the story and the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and make a comment. Thank you so much for listening. See you on the next video. Thank you.